Welcome Bullfrogs to another drawing lesson with Miss Fleener. Before we get started on this lesson, make sure that you click the read aloud that is posted on the whiteboard in my Bitmoji classroom. It's titled From Here to Infinity, and it's about the artist Yayoi Kusama, and she is our inspiration for today's artwork. We're going to continue our theme of Halloween. We're going to be drawing a pumpkin today, but our pumpkin's going to have polka dots, which were the main focus of the artwork for Kusama. So if you've done the read aloud, you need a piece of paper, something to draw with, and something to color with. I'm going to set my crayons aside for now because I'm going to do the drawing first. So make sure your paper's turned landscape, that's long ways like mine. We're going to draw big. We don't want a whole lot of empty space left over at the end. I'm going to start in the middle with a long skinny oval. Now we already know we're drawing a pumpkin, so I want to leave some room at the top for a stem. If I'm going too fast for you, remember you're watching a recording, so you can pause, catch up, and then hit play again. On the right, I'm going to draw a C. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but backwards. And then I'm going to make it a little bit wider by touching that same spot, curving out, and back in. Nice and big. Now before I draw the back of the pumpkin, I'm going to get the stem in here. So from the corners here, again, that same spot, I'm going to curve up and over to the right. I'm going to repeat that curved line there, making sure they kind of stop in the same place. I'm going to close it off with an ellipse or a long skinny oval. Now I can finish the back of the pumpkin with just that curved line going over the stem. So I do not want to draw anything through my stem. Okay, we're going to make it look like an artist is painting this pumpkin. So we're going to put it on a table. That's just going to be a straight line that goes all the way from the edge to the pumpkin. Jump over to the other side and keep going. And then in this empty space I have right here, and if you've got more space on the left, that's okay, you can draw it on the left. I have more space on the right, so I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to draw two lines, same length, straight lines, going vertically. I'm going to close them off with another ellipse, that long skinny oval. Then I'm just going to curve the bottom. This is going to be our can of paint. So we're going to have it kind of drippy coming from the lid there. And then I'm going to have a paintbrush coming in, like a person is off over here painting our pumpkin. So I'm going to touch the side, come in diagonally. So notice it gets skinnier as we get closer together there. Close that off with a straight line. Draw a couple lines in here for the metal part that holds the handle to the bristles. And then I'm going to draw my bristles. Alright, so we've got our paintbrush and our paint and our pumpkin. Now our pumpkin needs spots. So I'm going to draw lots of polka dots on my pumpkin. I'm not going to make them by stabbing at my paper. Not only is that not good for your drawing tool, it makes a super annoying sound, but it also doesn't make very nice dots. We want intentional circles, whether they're big or small or both. We want to make sure they're intentional. So I'm going to make lots of circles filling my pumpkin. They can be big or small. We just want to fill our pumpkin with spots, just like Kusama. Kusama makes dots on her artwork because of dreams that she had as a little girl. The dots were in her dreams all the time. I'd like to think of this as kind of her way of getting those dots out of her head, transferring them to the paper. I just like to use all my space Some of my dots are big and some are small to fill in the gaps. I've got some that don't come all the way back around, and that's not good. I want to make sure I'm making intentional circles. That means that they are closed off. I end where I started. So that might be a sign, hey, Miss Blainer, you need to slow down when making your circles. Alright, so that is the drawing part. I'm done with my marker. I can put it away, and now I'm ready to color. And I'm going to leave the coloring part up to you. I will finish coloring mine, and I will take a picture of it and post it with the assignment so that you can see it and kind of see where the expectation is. But I don't want to dictate your colors to you. You can make your pumpkin whatever color you want. I will say, though, I'm going to do a little coloring on my paintbrush here just to talk about what the coloring expectation is. So when you're coloring, you want to make sure your colors are really nice and bold. So if you're using a crayon or a colored pencil, you want to press down to get a nice waxy look. If you're using markers, we don't want to push on markers. They're nice and bold on their own. So I press hard with my crayon to get a nice bold, waxy look. And then I want to make sure I try to stay inside the lines. I'm not coloring the tips because that's where the color is going to be on my paintbrush. But my hairs are black usually, so I'm going to color them. Try not to scribble outside the lines. And then I want to make sure I don't leave any white spots, no peepers behind. If it's all supposed to be brown, I don't want to see any white peeking through. If it's all supposed to be silver, same story. I don't want to see any white peeking through. And I think my pumpkin, I don't know, I might go with orange. We'll see. I guess I'll color the tips of the brush orange. And then if I have orange on my tips, I probably need to color my paint orange. And if my pumpkin has lots of colors, I could draw more paint cans for more colors. So I'm going to stop there. I hope you enjoyed drawing with me today, and I can't wait to see what you have done. Don't forget, to get credit for the assignment, you need to take a picture of your work and upload it to the Google Classroom. I hope you also had fun. Thanks for coming.